Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be here. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be here.
Good morning and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're well. Welcome to you. Happy Wednesday wherever you are. I hope that it has been a good day or indeed is a great start to your day. Thank you so much for being here. And please, as always, let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you. I am so glad that we're here together for another story. And yes, this week we continue to look at love. And we have a good one coming to you from KEANE and, of course, DIANE Adams as well. And this one is called Love Is. And this one is coming to you from Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Good morning to you and welcome. I hope you're ready to enjoy this lovely book that we have for you today. It is indeed a good one, a heartwarming one for sure. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time, and I'm glad that you're here. Have some Kleenex ready, have some tissue ready close by, because this one is indeed one of those just such sweet books that it might make you cry. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Glad you're here. Please, as always, let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you. I am glad we're here. Thankful that we're here together for another exciting day, another story time together. And indeed, this place is definitely where I want to be every morning and just share with you all and just read the book with you all and, of course, see how you all are doing. Thank you so much for being here on Story Time. And let us see who is with us this morning, ready to enjoy our wonderful story. Good morning to you, Amanda West. How are you doing today? And Sarah and Nathan. Oh, and Indy. I will try to be quiet, Indy, so we don't wake you too much. Thank you so much for joining in from sunny and blue Illinois. Thank you for being here, Amanda West, Nathan and Sarah, and of course the nap in Indy. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Out with some sunny and blue skies out in Illinois. Thank you so much for joining in today. Glad you're here with us. And of course, I hope that you're ready for this one. Love Is. Coming back to Story Time for what seems like a lot of times, but good times, all of them. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely appreciate you. Good morning to you, Amanda Waltman. How are you doing? And of course, baby Bia out in overcast for now, but sunny later Seattle. I love it. Thank you so much for joining in. And it's been a busy past couple weeks and we've missed our Storytime friends. Well, we've missed you too and welcome back. Glad you're here with us or back on the lives. And of course, I hope that everything is okay. I hope that busy means good too. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Love Is. This one from DIANE Adams and KEANE. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Welcome. Hugs to you, Amanda and baby Bia, of course. Thank you indeed for being here on Storytime. Tara, good morning to you. And of course, Clara and Erin out in Massachusetts. And you say happy to be back. Well, I am happy you're back, and I'm sure that community here too loves it that you're back with us. Hugs to you. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. How is it out in Massachusetts today, where you are? How is it today? Is it hot? Is it a little cooler? Thank you so much for joining in, and glad to see you here. Of course, we do have a wonderful book to read together. Love Is. This one coming to you from DIANE Adams and KEANE. And we're reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And do look out, we do have some amazing new books coming in from Chronicle Books. So keep an eye out, as those will be coming to Storytime very, very shortly. But today, Love Is. Thank you so much for joining in. Tara, thank you for the weather update. You're saying it is warm and getting warmer, a little cooler compared to the heat wave we just had. Oh yes, I know that was going, that was happening on the East Coast. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm glad that it is definitely getting cooler for you, and I hope that today is indeed a lovely day. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Glad we're here. Are you ready for a story? Oh yes. Join me on the other side of this short message. We'll be back for our story for today. Thank you indeed for being here. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Here we go.
Hi, everyone. I'm Amanda with Amanda Weltman Photography. I'm a photographer and printmaker based in the Pacific Northwest, and I believe that your face deserves wall space. Enjoy today's story time with my favorite storyteller, Mr. LaMotta.
Thank you, Amanda, and welcome back, everybody. Thank you indeed. Yes, if you want photography, you know who to contact. Amanda Waltman Photography out in Seattle. Get in touch, because your face, your beautiful face, deserves wall space. Thank you so much for being here. And here we go. Pamela Courtney, right on time. Good morning to you. Yes, thank you so much for joining us. I hope everything is okay out in Natchitoches, Louisiana. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, I know we haven't seen Braylon and Chad in a while. I hope that they are okay and enjoying the summer indeed. And that's why we've not been seeing them here. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you, Pamela Courtney. Love Is. This one is written by DIANE Adams and illustrated by KEANE. And of course, read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Are you ready? All right, here we go. What is love to you? Oh, oh yeah, it's one of the cutest books I know for sure. All right, just bring those up close. If you ever get a chance to have this book, so you can look at all the beautiful ducklings and butterflies and everything, and on that end page. Love Is by DIANE Adams, illustrated by KEANE. And we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And as always, really a big thank you to Chronicle and all the other creators out there that have allowed us to share so much great material here on Storytime. Love is holding something fragile, tiny wings and downy head. Oh, yes. Love is holding something fragile, tiny wings and downy head. Just this past week, I got to hold my friend's new baby, and it was just so amazing, but also so fragile. Downy heads, yes. Good morning to you, baby London. Love is noisy, midnight feedings. Oh. Shoebox right beside the bed. Oh, you parents out there, I'm sure can relate. Love is noisy midnight feedings. Shoebox right beside the bed. Oh my. Somebody wants a midnight snack. It's peaceful sleeping, no more peeping. Tacked in tightly, head to toes. Love is waking up together, side by side, and beak to nose. Love is waking up together, side by side, and beak to nose. It's peaceful sleeping, no more peeping, tacked in tightly, head to toes. It's early mornings, messy bath times, tidying up and settling down. I love this face right here. Love is early mornings, messy bath times, tidying up and settling down. Love is in familiar voices, feeling lost and being found. Oh, yes. It's in the struggles, growing muscles. Yes. Love is in familiar voices, feeling lost and being found. It's in the struggles, growing muscles. Growing muscles ready for a bigger pond. Yes, love is in the struggles, growing muscles ready for a bigger pond. It's seeing when the time is right, lift those wings to travel on. It's sensing, rather, I'm sorry. It's sensing when the time is right to lift those wings to travel on. Yes. Love is nudging gently, tugging, coaxing baby from the nest. Oh. It's getting to the edge and hoping, letting nature do the rest. Yes. Love is nudging, gently tugging, coaxing baby from the nest. It's getting to the edge and hoping, letting nature do the rest. Love is missing. Oh, yes. Wishing things could stay the same. Love is missing. Wishing things could stay the same. Oh. It's understanding. Even ducklings, like the seasons, have to change. Oh, yes, indeed. Love is understanding. Even ducklings, like the seasons, have to change. And love is also watching, waving, wondering if love remembers you. Oh. And knowing in a happy instant that love has lasted. And love is also watching, waving, wondering if love remembers you, and knowing in a happy instant that love has lasted. Yes, indeed. And grown some more too. Yes, indeed. It is knowing that love has lasted and grown some too. And that is the end of our story today. Join me on the other side of this short break when we come back for more stories.
Hola, my name is Shamile Sayed Mendez, and I am the author of Where Are You From, Foodia, and many other books for young readers. You're watching Story Time with Mr. Limara.
Welcome back. Thank you so much, Sheila. And of course, I hope that you enjoyed our story for today. And this one was Love Is. Thank you so much for being here. And it is indeed a beautiful book coming to you from DIANE Adams and KEANE. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope that you enjoyed this lovely story as we continue this week to celebrate love. And of course, yesterday we did read Evelyn Del Rey is Moving Away. Just my way of getting to acknowledge the moves that have been happening in my own life, moving places, moving jobs, and of course moving story time set. But we are here, we are still here together in this lovely community. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed that lovely story. Love Is, coming to you from DIANE Adams and KEANE, and of course Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Please don't forget to join us again tomorrow for more story time, as we'll be coming back. And tomorrow we'll be bringing back our, this book is coming to Storytime for the first time, but we are bringing back our author, Lauren Grabar Fisher and Devin Hunt. Yes, they've brought us amazing books so far, including one called Life. And this one is Love Grows Love. So do join us for this one tomorrow and get to enjoy it. Love Grows Love from Lauren Grabar Fisher and illustrations by Devin Hunt. Thank you so much for joining in today for Love Is. I hope that you enjoyed that lovely story. It is good to know where you are and how you are doing. Thank you indeed for letting us know, sharing what it is like where you are. And indeed, hopefully one of these days we'll all be crossing paths and indeed getting to say hello in person. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I am glad we're here. Big things being planned for Storytime. So please stay tuned. Keep your ears open. Thank you so much for joining in. And indeed, however else that we can pay attention, you can find Storytime on Instagram at Storytime with Mr. Limada. You can find us at storytimewithmrlimada.com, as well as Storytime with Mr. Limada on Facebook and YouTube. You can always enjoy our archives. And of course, you can always find these lovely books where you find books. And of course, don't forget, libraries are there for you. Utilize them, use them, get those books. Get reading. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Let us see one more time who was with us, enjoying that lovely book. And of course, so much to share from that book. And one of the things just being, love is learning to let go, learning to see that the little ones are growing and need to expand their wings and explore this world out there. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, too, thank you for letting us know. Good morning to you, Nate and Marlon. Thank you so much for joining in. I am glad that you're here. Glad you caught us today too. Thank you indeed. I hope that you're okay out there. Thank you so much for joining in, and hopefully you're enjoying this lovely summer. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. Good to see you, Nate and Marlon. I am glad that you are here. Pamela Courtney. Oh, I told you you needed Kleenex nearby for this one. Thank you so much. And love this theme this week. Absolutely love. Just wanted to celebrate, just wanted to remind each other, that we do have love in this world too. And we do have spaces that can allow us to just smile and indeed just enjoy each other's company. Thank you so much for being here and say this story was so sweet. Love the ending. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for sharing that. Please find it at your local library. Find it where you find books and get to enjoy it some more. And of course, turn on that story time so we can read it together. Thank you so much for being here. Amanda West, thank you so much. You say love is watching our little ones grow up before our eyes, like Sarah losing a tooth this morning. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Thank you for sharing this sweet book today. Love is definitely a season. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Amanda. And of course, Sarah, congratulations. And I hope that the Tooth Fairy comes your way tonight. Thank you so much for joining in. Oh my goodness. Milestones, milestones indeed. And that was what love is. Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely appreciate you. Tara, thank you so much for joining in. Clara, thank you for being here as well. Appreciate you. And I know I'm forgetting one person. Erin, there we go. Thank you so much for joining in out in Massachusetts. And you say thank you for a lovely story. Clara had first day camp today. Wow. But we'll rewatch. Wow. Congratulations again. Milestones, big things every time moving on. And I'm glad. I hope that, the first day goes well. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope that indeed you do have a lovely day today. Thank you. One that is full of love. Yes, all the different forms, all the different waves that it takes. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. Thank you so much for joining in. And I know that a lot of us can relate to this lovely book indeed. I did tell you need a Kleenex for this one today. Tomorrow we're back for Love Grows Love. So please join me tomorrow for Love Grows Love. Lauren Grabar-Fisher and Devin Hunt. And of course, please keep sending me your recommendations. I know that some people may not know that, but please send your recommendations. If there are books that you love, books that you want to see here on Storytime, send them my way. Let me know about them, and I'll definitely look into permissions and try to get them here to you on Storytime. Yes. Please send them our way so that we can bring all those lovely stories. And maybe a story is one that the next person doesn't, and it helps us highlight it to them. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Yes, we send them all those the books you love so much. Send them our way. Let us know about them so we can bring them here to Storytime. This has been Storytime for today. Much love to all of you. Hugs. I hope that you have a lovely day indeed, and one that is full of Kleenex in good ways for good reasons, and of course one full of laughs and just joy and everything. And I was just mentioning to a friend too that I recently, as you know, I traveled and visited my sister, and we just laughed so much, hugged so much, and it was just so much fun. And of course, food. Oh, yes. Thank you, Chippo. I just enjoyed the food so much. It's like my sister was just like every time, it's like, do you want to try this? Do you want to try that? Do you want to try this other thing? And couldn't trade that for anything. It was so lovely to see family, and of course, also to travel. Thank you so much. And to see other friends while traveling too. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I hope that you have a lovely day today. Yes, thank you for joining in for Love Is. This one was written by Diane Adams and illustrations by Claire Keane. Thank you so much for being here. Please have yourselves a wonderful day. Hugs from me, and I'll see you again tomorrow when we're back for another story. And of course, please too, keep sending me those recommendations, and of course also your thoughts on our new set as we're trying to work on it and see how what we can come up with in the end. But please do let me know, and I'll keep making tweaks. This is it happened, the move happened, and now it is an opportunity to make this set wonderful too, and yes, also make it work in the new place. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Have yourselves a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Just can't wait to be with and look and think, read me all of the stories. Read me all of the stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You only lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You only lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You only lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait